so coachable.
Why? You should be in
Just need to
prison.
shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you out. We build you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You should be facing charges.
Yes, people. Welcome back to the Final Third European Review Show. We're back with European football. Thank you for locking in with us. You know, we had to bring it back for Tuchel, for Klopp, for all the fallen soldiers. We had to bring it back. I'm with my ever faithful co-host, Lavish, or Oluwashemi Lore, Kante's cousin, whichever one you want to call him. How are you feeling on this Thursday today, Lavish?
Special Thursday.
How are you feeling? Yeah, this is a safe space.
What can I say, man? What can I say?
It's a safe space.
I'm just so excited that Man United lost. It's just been I don't know. No, I'm joking. I don't know. It's been a weird one. It's been a weird one. European football this week. I'm finally glad to have it back. Starting off with what was Haaland's what was it, a masterclass? Haaland.
This is not a masterclass.
Just carrying on his goal scoring form. Just carrying on his goal scoring form, to be honest. And then watching an Mbappe what some would say, masterclass.
Yeah, no, his one was. Those were a couple of nice finishes. Couple nice finishes. Both of them first time volleys. Yeah. Sometimes God bless them, man. God bless them. But there's only one place I want to start. Huh? Why? Why do you put that banner up like it was flipping breaking news? Why do you put that banner up like it was flipping breaking news, fam? What the hell does that have to do with the Final Third? Thank you. God bless you. You don't need to see that. Did you ask how I am?
Tough crowd. Fucking tough crowd, I say that.
It's been a good day. It's been a good day, man. Good day. Went to work, got a couple things done, went to the gym.
Yeah.
Got to tuck into an Arteta masterclass. Got to watch Fred go play number 10. It was fun stuff.
Let's work our way backwards, yeah? So let's start with you lot. Sorry, let's work our way backwards.
You want to start with us?
Yeah, let's start with you lot.
Well, I mean, Europa League group stages, Ten Hag clearly lost his mind because he decided to play Fred at the number 10. Casemiro, first start for Manchester United, he was woeful. It just was not a pretty game. It was not a pretty game, I can't lie to you. I think maybe this extended break that we're going to have, maybe is good for them. Maybe they need to refocus their minds or whatever. Got giddy after the weekend, but that was not a pretty performance from United. But the penalty...
It wasn't a pretty performance. It wasn't a pretty performance, but it's an asterisk in it because they're playing under sad conditions. They're playing under very traumatic. The country's never been in this state, so they played. So we have to veto that loss, you know. So that's why I'm going to allow them.
Somber. Just strike that game off the record because that was just woeful from everybody involved. Nobody needs to see that.
For me, I was gonna come here and say, to be honest, even though it's at Old Trafford, I'm gonna allow the English players, but I was gonna come here and really say, Casemiro, did they fleece you lot? But you know what?
You're not gonna come back after a couple Premier League games.
Country's morning. Any other day in history, I'd have got you, but country's morning.
Nah, you could not have got me off. You could not get me off of game week 1 in the Europa League. Can't do that.
No. I was coming for him.
No, you wasn't. You know that would have been.
I was.
You know that would have been shy.
I was. But
you can't come to me.
But out of respect for Queen Elizabeth,
Bun the Queen.
Whoa.
What? Who said that? Nah, you're not gonna use the Queen to run to try to drop you a Casemiro slander. We're not gonna let you do that. I ain't gonna let you do that.
She saved him.
She didn't save nothing. She saved him.
He was
woeful. He was woeful. But come back to me after a couple of Premier League games. If he's still running that level of performance, come back with that agenda.
I'm
I'll
calling
let you
him
run that calmly.
Sebastian Schweinsteiger region. They're calling him.
You said that. I know that was you.
It wasn't
I
me.
know
It
you.
wasn't.
It was you. It was you.
No, I don't do. I'm not slandering anyone today. It's a very special day.
Fair enough. You live by VAR, you die by VAR because that penalty was a shambles.
Soft foul, soft handball.
Oh, cheeky. I like that. I like that about you,
Soft
Sim.
handball, innit?
What made you want to use that word? What made you want to use that word?
Nothing.
What made you want to use that word?
Soft handball.
It's like what? Slimy. You're slimy. I like that about you.
Me, no, I'm not slimy.
Yeah, nah, man. I don't know how the referee ended up giving that for a penalty, but hey, man, game week 1 of the Europa, we move whatever, man.
Yeah.
How did Arsenal play? Tell me about Marquinhos. Did you watch Arsenal?
Yeah, I did. In between
Marquinhos.
that and the breaking news, it was really and truly. I was watching it to see how Marquinhos plays alongside Eddie, how he starts, because he's not started a game this season, and they were fantastic together. They connected well. The pair of them, they connected well with each other, and you're just thinking, you don't know whether to just like give it enough plaudits and buy a lot into it, or you just say, okay, well, it's the opposition we're playing against. We're playing Zurich, but they were fantastic. Marquinhos kind of plays a little bit similar to Saka, with left-footed on the right, and he's just a bit
Oh, he's left-footed. I thought he was I thought he was a right foot playing off the left. Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's a bit different. It's a bit.
What are you crying about then? You got your Saka understudy. What was you look?
No, we haven't, because we hadn't really seen him, and obviously he's playing against Zurich. But he was a fantastic day because he's given Arteta something to think about. When we go 3-0 up, and stuff, he's giving Arteta something to think about, coming on, getting some trust minutes in the Prem. So Vieira as well. Vieira started, didn't he? So
How was he?
He was not bad, quite combative. I've got a bit scared though, because I thought he got injured when there was a tough tackle on him, but he's good. He showed some glimpses. He was comfortable. It was interesting though, as soon as the first team come on, because Arteta did a substitution bringing on Odegaard, and like the first team players kind of got a bit it wasn't connected. It wasn't as connected and as smooth as the starting lineup, which was obviously the younger, less experienced side. But one thing Arsenal have shown over the last couple of games, be it Villa, be it Fulham, be it United, and now Zurich, is that we don't know how to kill games. We could control, we can control, and we stay in games for a long time, and control games for a long time. But drawing for blood, like putting the sword in the heart, like kindly killing them off, it's not convincing, and we need to learn how to get that kill, that final kill. That's what we need to learn how to do, because a team like Man United, that's very clinical in the little chances they do have, it will cost you. But yeah,
it was Ricky Bowley says it was reminding him of Brighton. Sammy saying shocking game at OT. Banks, apologize for yourself. Whoa.
Yeah, go on then. Let's talk a little bit more about OT. Let's talk a little bit more about OT. You can't lose to Sociedad though at home. Oh, it's frozen. Brokey. Well, yeah, you can't lose. I don't know how Man United lose to a Real Sociedad at home. Oh, he's gone. Sorry, you lot. Go on.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. I don't
know how you lot lose to a Real Sociedad at home. I just don't know.
I mean, again, as I said, he decided to start threading the 10. Yeah, no, that was just a weird move from Mr. 10 Hairs. It was a very strange move. Fred, at the best of times, lacks control, but playing him in the 10, imagine playing me in the 10. Like, imagine like we go sell her, so you decide,
I'm not playing.
You're not playing as me as your main creator.
I'm not playing still.
Not playing.
That's crazy.
That's why it's like putting Fred in the 10. And it was just
That's
like, damn.
Crazy. That's crazy. I'm not playing.
That's why it looked like putting Fred in the 10.
I'll go and go.
You're just gonna go. Just
if you're the 10, I'm gonna go.
Fair enough. I ain't mad at that.
But Martinez giving away a penalty.
Yeah, no, it was a weak penalty. It was a weak penalty. The ball is one of those ones. The ball bounced off his thigh onto his arm, and it's like usually you see those overturned, but not today.
having
I
a
ain't
bit of
gonna
a
cry
mix. He's
about
having
it.
a bit of a mixed start to his campaign at Man United. Bit rash,
Shoot.
giving away penalties. Bit rash, getting done up by some us.
Is that all?
Anyway,
So is that what? Oh, okay, cool. Keep going. Keep flowing.
there's
I ain't
nothing
even
else.
gonna
What do
stop
you
you
mean
from
keep going?
rapping.
I'm saying straight facts. He's having a bit of a mixed bag over his Man United debut. Getting done up by Jesus, just getting done up by Welbeck. You know, just having a couple good games against Leicester and the likes of teams that are just in the bottom of that. But anyway,
What, like Arsenal?
we're top of the league.
Yeah, no, and he played alright against you, look.
His dance got done. He got spun up against us. He had a mare. He had a nightmare
Put your
against us.
goals on the table, mate. Put your goals on the table.
He's a
But yeah,
defender.
nah.
You don't judge him on
Put
goals.
your
You judge
goals
him
on
on
the table,
tackles.
B.
You don't judge him on goals. You judge him on
Gabriel
tackles.
Jesus to get in the box, B. Tell him get in the box.
Wait, you
Doing all
judge
your
him on
spinning,
tackles,
spinning
my
or the
bro.
dance outside
You
the
judge
box.
him on
Get in the
tackles
box.
and giving away penalties.
Get in the
That's what he
box.
does.
Get in the box, bro. Get in the box. Finish some chances. Talking about it, done his
Back in the
dance.
dead
Get in the
fields anyway.
box.
I've seen you give up on so many players that you've once back, so this is it's just in a matter of time. But anyway, let's go over. Someone brought up Brighton. Let's do Graham Potter.
Oh, RIP. No, not RIP, but Tommy too. Actually, not RIP, but RIP to his job. He's out the door now, man. It felt like it was slowly drifting in that direction. But
Yeah.
what do you make of it? Good decision to sack him?
No, it was unjust. But to be honest, from my point of view as a rival fan, I was never scared of Chelsea. I couldn't wait to play them with Thomas Tuchel because, like I said, they can't coach attacks. They really can't. They're not potent at all. And the only one strength they had when he was at the height and he was at his peak is that they were hard to score against. Now they've lost that. They're quite easy to break down. Whether they can't play any other formation but a 3.
He says a lot. Says a lot that recently towards the end he said a lot of times that they were mentally weak, soft defending, soft.
He's lost a lot. He lost his bulldozer. He lost Rudiger.
Football Sports Talk said football gods are awake. Arsenal and West Ham business done. Manchester United. You lot get your little wins in the Europa League. I'm happy for you lot. Europa Conference, Europa League. You lot get your wins here, man. You lot do what you need to do.
Yeah. In terms of Tuchel's dismissal, it was quite random. It gave me exact same vibes. Obviously, I didn't care about Tuchel, but it gave me the exact same vibes as Jose Mourinho in 2007 when he got dismissed.
I think that was the only thing that's
Mourinho's
surprising.
sacking was not coming in 2007. You didn't know.
No. That one was toxic. That one was toxic towards the end, so you could
I
kind of
feel
see
like it was the same thing. I feel like this was an argument. I feel like they had an argument. Everything points to the exact same way Roman and Jose broke, the same way Todd Bowley and Thomas Tuchel had their split up. I feel like it was an argument.
This one, you let him spend 300 million in the summer transfer window just to sack him after one game.
Doesn't make sense.
Ooh. Don't worry. Once I figure out how to pronounce this brother's name, we're getting right onto the Napoli game. Once I figure out how to pronounce his name, it's done. It's done. He has the maddest name. I'm gonna need to practice that one. Because but yeah, just sticking on Chelsea and Tuchel. Again, even just this, the match against Dynamo
Zagreb.
Dynamo Zagreb. It's just like so much more of the same. It's just, again, that's why I felt like it was petering towards the end. Like it's no, the thing with Tuchel,
because of the Zagreb game.
It wasn't because of it, but it's just like
it had nothing to do with the Zagreb game. They win. It
was a symptom of everything that's going on.
They win that game 1-0. I feel like he still gets sacked.
Impulse. I don't think so.
It's not. That wasn't the straw that broke. That wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back. I genuinely believe he had this meeting with Todd Bowley, and Todd Bowley said something, and he responded back, and he's like, "What?
You are making up storylines right now.
I'm not making up storylines. I'm saying what I believe happened. No. I'm not saying this happened. I'm saying this is what I believe. This is what I believe. I believe that you sack someone in that manner if it was an argument. I don't believe it was. I don't believe. But they
haven't had a good. It's mad conflicting.
They played 6 games.
On the one hand, yes, but sometimes it's enough to see. Sometimes it's enough to see. What have you actually seen from this Chelsea side in the first 6 games?
Nothing worth it. But he's built the stock for the Champions. He's built the stock for them.
Nah, even then, I think the bigger thing is that this summer alone,
they're 5
he's
points
given
off
Tuchel.
top. They're 5 points off top, 3 points off 4th place. Like, it's not the end of the world. There's only 6 games being played.
You watch the performances. There's gonna be people in both. But I don't know how well Bowley knows football, so I'm not sure how he's analysing the games. But there's gonna be people, and the dissent amongst in the change room, that's gonna reach Bowley as well. All of that's gonna reach him, and it might have played the impact because, again, as I say, it feels like it was just a snowball towards this point here, and the performance against Zagreb is exactly the same stuff that you've seen in the Premier League since the start of the season, even before the start of the season. Last season, it's the same, like turgid, waiting on one of the wing backs to create something.
Yeah,
you attack literally no combination. Like that's the most. You said it multiple times that he doesn't coach the attack or he can't coach your attack. It's just like there's no combinations going on with your attack. Like Alba out isolated for most of the game, where he played like 60 minutes.
signing.
Barely looked. Ziyech came on half-time, probably one of the worst cameos you would have ever seen in a Chelsea shirt, at least. Mason Mount, anonymous, 0 goals, 0 assists throughout the season.
Let's not use stats to analyze Mason Mount.
No, I'm not.
No, Jenny, not you. In general,
I think it's the perfect way to analyze Mason Mount because for me, his performances it doesn't change much. Again, I'm not the biggest advocate of Mason Mount. I don't think he's the bee's knees, but he gave you goals and assists. Much like Bruno Fernandes, he gave you goals and assists at his best, at least. But he never really in my eyes, he never really gave you great performances.
Yep.
Now, exactly the same as Bruno Fernandes. When the goals and assists go, and you're looking for some sort of number 10 play, some sort of creativity, some sort of link play, is not there. And now you're realizing, oh damn, wait, this is him. That at least Odegaard, at his worst, he's gonna
keep the ball moving.
Keep the ball moving. And it's like Mason Mount at his I'd assume this is close to his worst, at least. It's just
Mason Mount right now. Now I can say shot of confidence. Before I would say confidence was on an issue because he's always confident. He's going to start. He's always confident in what he's trying to do. But I genuinely believe Mason Mount lacked direction in the sense that like he's just like a fizzy drink. He's like a fizzy drink. Like Mason Mount's footballing brain is not the best.
Playing him in the pivot, like he's changed from the 10 to the pivot, 10 to the pivot.
Also, that hasn't helped him. It
hasn't helped him at all either.
I don't believe he knows his best position. I don't believe the manager plays him. I don't believe the manager knows his best position as well.
All of those assists last season when he played as an attacker. But then everyone's saying, his best position is as a number 8.
He doesn't. Mason doesn't know, and the coach doesn't know. And also, Mason Mount's footballing IQ ain't always. I don't think it's the best. And the sad part is he came into the game as someone for his age who had a good footballing IQ. That was one of his strengths, I believe. Like someone who is quite clean, good football. But then I just feel like just not mature. Just still, you know why? Because you're 3 years in the game now, and you're still playing like a youngster. I remember a bit like Isco back in the day when you're like, wait, hold on, Isco's like 20, 26, 20, bruv. He's not a youngster. Same way Mason Mount, you get the same kind of vibe with him right now in this season. But now I feel like now it's added to the scenarios that he's shot of confidence.
What do you make of the Potter appointment? Good move?
Good move for Chelsea. I feel like it's a strong move for Chelsea because all the fundamentals are there, all the personnel is there, and Potter's shown what he can do. You're not worried about him translating what he's done from Brighton. I was about to say the problem is for Potter is one, I feel like you have more to lose than Chelsea. You shouldn't have taken this job. 2, you're going from a very stable scenario in Brighton. Obviously, to take risks and stuff. That's what life's about. But you don't have at Chelsea. You have a maximum of 3 years. What do you want to do with this squad in 3 years, Potter? You don't have. You're not used to winning. Obviously, you won the Svenska Cup in Sweden or whatever.
All right, mate.
No, you know the cup you won with Östersund.
Yeah, right. You tried. You tried.
Yeah, no, I think that's what it's called. It's Sven something. But yeah, he won that he won that in Sweden. But basically he's won that, but he's not used to winning in general. So he's not used to winning in general. But you're gonna come within Chelsea within 3 years at Chelsea, you've got to either win a Prem or the big ears. I don't think Chelsea fans would accept him winning an FA Cup in 3 years.
Where? I mean, he got a 5-year contract. They're all screaming project. Give him time. You're not buying it.
Arteta's really sold a lot of people dreams, you know. Arteta sold a lot of people dreams, and football fans, we have very short-term memories because a lot of the time it wasn't all happy days over there at Arsenal. But I don't believe Chelsea have the patience. Maybe this new regime are going to try something new, but Chelsea and their fans also, they shouldn't lie to themselves. They don't have the patience. They're not used to a project because they even the fact in which they sell their youth, they're not used to the project. They want everything right now, and they don't understand waiting. Even you can tell by their transfers. So
I think. Oh, go through.
So I don't know with Potter because is his good enough for Chelsea?
I think that's the question right now, because even with Potter and Brighton, like, it wasn't always smooth sailing. Like, remember there was a time when the Brighton fans were booing Potter
When they had to play the 0-0, was it against Leeds?
it was against Leeds, yeah.
It was against Leeds. They played a 0-0 against Leeds, and they wanted Potter out. This was not the early days. This was like about 18 months into
middle
the
of the
job.
road, yeah.
18 months into the job, they wanted him out. They said
It
it's boring.
hasn't always been smooth sailing, and he's gonna need time. Like, he's a coach, and with coaches, you need time. You need a pre-season. You need time on the training pitch to get that across. Games every 3 days. You're not gonna get a lot of time to get your theories and your coaching across. So this season, definitely, I think it's going to be a transitional season. The only thing is that Brighton play 3 at the back. Chelsea are already used to playing 3 at the back. That might help the transition this season. But in my mind, it seems like I was talking to Derek about this the other day. I wanted him to maybe spend another 18 months at Brighton. I didn't want him to rush into a top job. I thought like he's still got things to learn.
It's not going to be there though.
Say that again?
It's not going to be there, and you don't want. And I feel that same job's not going to be there though if you take 18
No,
months.
this is before the Chelsea news came about. It was literally just randomly talking about Potter and like when we think he should leave Brighton. I was thinking like he's shown like.
But what else does he need to do at Brighton to get 18?
Oh no, fam, he hasn't won more than 3 games in a row at Brighton. You know, that's the thing. I think you need, again, when you come to a top club like Chelsea, you need to know how to win. You need to know how to win, and I think if he helps Brighton take that next step, I think that would have been better for his development.
Push them to Europe. Yeah,
like I think they finished 9th last year. I think they finished.
If he helped Brighton, the problem at Brighton is that they had no striker or real striker. Yeah. It was personnel at Brighton. So now it's all here for him. So let's see what he does. But can we quickly move on? We've got 10 more minutes. Please, let's get into the game. The biggest talking point in Europe before the passing of Lizzie. Let's go over there to the Diego Maradona Stadium.
If you lot know in the comments, put the pronunciation of it, because I heard it on the game last night and I kept flopping trying to do it. If you lot know how to say it, spell it out for me in the comments because I need to see that. This brother was on absolute smoke. Violence. Liverpool got bun up by him. Oh my goodness. It's very, very apt that our Italian Serie A specialist, Julian Faustani, big up Julian, always in the comments, big up him. Hey, this brother here. First of all,
I could never. Yeah, I saw his name. I said, boy,
it's mad. Still, pronouncing is mad. But Liverpool, wow, they're getting cut up like that multiple times, and it's just like so many different places on the, like. It's weird seeing Liverpool get bun up in so many different places on the pitch. Joe Gomez, I think there was 2 times he lost his individual duels in the first half. And I was even as a United fan, my heart was hurting for him a little bit because I know that's embarrassing. Like when you get beat up in 2 duels, one of them was Osimhen, and then the other one was Cavadana. I tried Cavadana. That got beat up in those two duels. Trent, I ain't even gonna. You lot shout at me when I speak about Trent. You lot shout at me when I speak about Trent. I'm not gonna speak about him too much. But we saw what happened last night. It was a bit mad. Every time there was a duel to be won, he wasn't there. He wasn't involved. Fabinho, Milner, Elliott, that was a negative midfield. In terms of what they gave you and what they took away, negative midfield. Elliott, for as good as he is on the ball, offers you nothing defensively. And he's young, that's to be expected. But the way Anguissa was just gliding past in that midfield, unfair. Anguissa, Zielinski, and what's the name of the City midfielder? It begins with a K. I'm gonna get the name of the City midfielder, but that midfield three, huh?
Oh, sorry, the midfield three. Sorry, go on, I'm listening.
Yeah, midfield three. Yeah, no, literally seeing that midfield three overpower Liverpool's midfield three. It was a sight to behold. Anguissa, this ain't Anguissa we saw in the Prem. We saw glimpses, maybe at best, glimpses, but this one, you know, when you just bring out your inner Yaya Toure, that's what it felt like. Inner Yaya Toure, that's what it felt like. Midfield battles, won them. 1-2s on the edge of the box. Weak foot finishes. Are you dumb? Anguissa, hold your head up high.
Anguissa was very, very clinical. But I just wanted to quickly mention a quick point. You've had a lot to say about Liverpool in that lovely soliloquy you just gave there, but you didn't speak this much about Man United.
Yeah, no, Europa League tax.
Carry on.
How many people actually watched United game? How many people?
Carry on. We're listening. Carry on. I'm just.
Yeah, no, Liverpool. Wow. Because that was the definition of getting eaten up.
I feel like I said it in the chat. Baptism of fire for Joe Gomez there. And I don't know what the boy's gonna do, but he's definitely not going to Qatar. There's not even enough time. There's not enough time, and we've not. And the problem with the Liverpool lot as well. Obviously, they have to do a lot to get into England. Just because Liverpool is a club, is just not really favoured. Like Trent wouldn't get picked unless he's amazing. Joe Gomez would not get picked unless he's flawless. Even though Maguire could be awful, he's not getting picked. So it's over for him in terms of going Qatar. But the game as a whole, Gomez, got exposed so badly.
It was definitely worse because of Trent, though. Let's be fair.
So badly, and is it? I hear you about the Trent thing, but I feel like there's a magnifying glass on Trent, and if we're honest, and we just watch games and we use put the same magnifying glass on everyone's right backs, they get cut up as well.
No, but stop, because why does Trent just stand still after getting done up?
Trent doesn't always stand still after getting done up. That Napoli clip was, he stood still there, but Trent doesn't do it.
It happened multiple times. It happens like
he doesn't do it all the time. He doesn't do it all the time.
It happened in the Premier League the other day. Who was it against? Who was it against?
United.
It might have been Crystal Palace. It was United as well. United for the first goal. Elanga beats him with the 1-2. And he just stops. He stands there and he just watches the game.
But in that same game, how many times did Elanga beat him?
Stop. But the thing is, when
wait. In that same game,
as a defender, when you get beat, why are you just standing still?
He didn't just stand still. I know what you're talking about now. He didn't just stand still.
He did stand still because if he moved, he would have been able to close down Central, and the shot wouldn't have been that easy. You literally see him react late.
Oh, you mean when he got into the box? Okay. Yeah, he froze. I thought you meant he stood still. In Napoli, he just stood still. Like
that's the same thing he did against you, and he does it. He's done it a couple of times now, and it's just like
I'll highlight it to you. I'm gonna when the Barclays comes back, I'm gonna show you. And there's examples of every fullback defending as bad as Trent, but because he's under the magnifying glass,
because he does it so consistently, bro.
Say nothing.
That's the reason. Like there's many examples to pick out. That's the unfortunate thing about Trent.
I just feel like everybody actually watches. I feel like everybody actually watches Trent, but okay.
You need to be very honest about what Trent offers you on the football pitch. He's an amazing attacker. But everyone told him he's a number 10 from right back.
But let me say this. Stop. I'm tired of these complaints because he starts for everybody in the league.
Stop. At this point, he doesn't. At this point, he doesn't.
Trent starts for everybody in the league. End of. Stop.
In this form
Just
right
be
now.
honest
In
for
this
once in
form
your
right
life.
now.
Yes,
the way he's
yes.
playing,
At this point right now,
stop.
start.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
No, I'm not a liar.
Liverpool fans don't even want him to start right now. How can you tell him he starts
At this
for everybody
point
else?
right now, Trent starts.
He does not start. That's a lie. It's a lie. Liverpool fans don't want him to start right now. How can you tell him he starts
At
for other
this
teams?
point, Trent starts, bro.
You're going off of
Stop
name
lying.
and you're going off of reputation, and that's poor from you.
Exactly.
That is so poor.
Exactly. What are you trying
Name
to go off?
and reputation, not what's happening on the pitch.
What are you trying to go off?
Or what's happening on the pitch? I'm watching him get done up, and it's not like he's offering like amazing
okay,
things
if that's
going
the
forward
case,
right
then
now.
if you're watching, if that's the case, then so Anthony will start over Salah then at this point.
Anthony hasn't done much. But again, Salah, I haven't even spoken about him.
No, but I'm saying that fair enough. You can't always use reputation, but you have to use reputation because then you can make stupid statements.
No, you don't.
Like
Just
Anthony.
literally, where's what 7-8 games in total into the season?
Trent starts.
For who?
For everybody.
No, stop. It's all right to admit that the brother's out of form. It's all right to admit that the brother's bad defensively.
I've listen. See exactly my point. It doesn't start. There's things that fair enough.
Bro, there's Liverpool players that could start ahead of Salah right now. He's not in good form. He's not playing well.
Form goes out. There's some comparisons that don't need to be done, and it goes out the window. Trent's one of the best right backs we've ever seen in the league. Trent starts for everybody. End of. R.I.P.
That's not. Oh, I'm gonna throw this out there. Because right now Liverpool fans will literally disagree with you.
That's the best
Liverpool fans will tell you. Liverpool fans will tell you you're wrong right now. That's the thing.
Well, Sammy's a Real Madrid fan, and they expect the best over there.
Trent is the best right back in the world for me. He's not playing like it. He's genuinely not playing like it.
How dare you speak on man's name like that? That's crazy.
He's not playing like it. If this was Trent last season, it'd run. Even though he was bad defensive, like he wasn't great defensively last year, he was better than he was this
Trent
year.
Still runs now. Trent, if you could,
he was
Trent,
better than he was this year.
Everybody still takes Trent.
Right now, in this form, not everyone does.
Yes,
I'm not talking about the quality of the player, brother. I'm not talking about if you could buy Trent tomorrow, would you buy him? I'm talking about how he's playing right now. I'm talking about the skill set that he has. I'm talking about the skill set that he has.
Still take him.
I'm gonna throw this out there tomorrow because
let's round up the European nights. What else will we do? Mbappe, Haaland, how far are they taking this team?
Haaland needs to take City all the way. At this point, what is there else left to do? What else is left to add to this team? Really and truly.
Haaland's job is solely to win them the Champions League now. Just give them a European pedigree because they've done everything else without you, bro. They kill off the calamari every season except from the last. They've locked off 4 Prems out of the last 5. Maybe FA Cup they could win a couple more, but they didn't sign you for that. Come and get European dominance. Let them dominate Europe.
Sorry, Park Hype, we humbled them. Yeah, but your players said that the atmosphere was mad, so like that's at least a goal for Celtic. 3-1 Celtic.
That's a goal for Celtic.
That's a goal.
Celtic fan, yeah, you're saying that was significant for them.
That's a goal. Alaba literally he said, "What atmosphere? Big up the Celtic fans." That's a goal.
And
that's 3-1.
That's
3-1. That's 3-1. Consolation. Hazard getting back on the score sheet. Got an assist and a goal.
Likewise, Rangers as well. Getting
Rangers. Welcome to the big league.
Welcome back
to the NBA. Welcome to the NBA. Because Ajax gave you a little something.
Word, and Ajax are depleted.
Gave you a little something there. Tell you about yourself. Atmosphere. To be fair, Ajax atmosphere. They got me and back at Ibrox.
All right.
All right,
but yeah,
thank you for locking in with us tonight. This has been the European REARview return. I've been your host, Banks, joined by my ever faithful co-host, Lavish or Oluwashemi Laurie, Kante's cousin, whichever one you want to call him. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. I've been your host. Have a great evening.
R.I.P. Lizzie.
You are now listening to The Fire. final third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Why? You should be in
Just need to
prison.
shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you out. We build you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison.